Es un placer para nosotros tener aquí en Motion Argentina. Es un placer tenerlos a Ed y a Jack de Shouse. Thank you.
Hola, thank you for having us.
How are you? Okay?
Very good, thank you. Very good. Cold here in Melbourne, middle of winter.
Okay, okay. How did Jack and Ed meet and start making music together?
Well, we met in Melbourne at a nightclub, and we were both in different bands. And Ed was doing electronic music, and I was in a band playing guitar and singing. And we met because we were both late at night dancing and having a great night, and we decided to make music on the dance floor. And then Ed had a studio, and we started making bits of music, and slowly we made a bit of a sound, and we started to record, and we made our big hit, Love Tonight.
Yeah, it's a big surprise, because we were a very small band in Melbourne. Nobody knows us even at home, we played for our friends and family. So one day, during the pandemic, we were in a lockdown at home and we couldn't even see our friends and family. And just slowly, we started getting an Instagram story here, an Instagram reel here, and then you just see Love Tonight at a massive festival being played to 10,000 people. Our friends from home singing to people all around the world in a choir, all I need during the pandemic. So it was a big shock. And our friends didn't really believe it, and we didn't believe it, and we couldn't even go to anywhere to see it because of the pandemic. But then, David Guetta does a remix, Vintage Culture, Kiko Franco, and before you know it, we were on the plane to Europe. So it was a very, very, very big surprise for us being such a small band from Melbourne.
Listen around the world.
A whole world, yeah. The whole world. It's hard to find one person who doesn't know the song.
Hay distintas influencias en Collective Ecstasy de varios estilos y cómo fue ese proceso de composición que los llevó a recorrer en este nuevo disco tantos sonidos diferentes. Perdón, que es larga la pregunta.
That's a great question. I think the songwriting process is generally about finding a way to explore a feeling, an emotion. That's what I do when I write a song. And so different songs have different feelings, different emotions. And sometimes a song, like some of these songs are very, very old, like maybe 12, 15 years old. And they exist in my brain and in my body as these emotions and feelings. And so even though they're a very old song, they can be expressed by new people and different approaches to the same song. And so sometimes when we have all of these different songs that I've written over many, many years, and I can bring it to Ed and I can bring it to our record label, A&R, or different people, they can start to have their own ideas, and then it creates this cascading effect whereby we're not just one sound or one thing. We can have lots of different ideas in lots of different directions, but I think that they all revolve around the same idea, which is genuinely trying to express a feeling.
Entiendo. ¿Y cómo fue esa primera vez con Love Tonight, que está en este disco, está incluido en este disco, incorporar arreglos corales que fueron los que le dieron ese toque tan particular a la canción?
The Live Aid song, what's it called again, Jack, the Live Aid song? The name of the song? Anyway, it's a big Live Aid song, as you know, for charity, when all the superstars from around the world came together. Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, everyone came to sing. And we thought that song was really interesting and funny and unique. And we decided to make a version with our Melbourne stars, people of the underground music scene in Melbourne, who were just our friends who we were playing music with in Melbourne at the time. And we got together, we made a choir, we're not professional, you know, all amateur singers, and sang a song together, which became Love Tonight. It was fun, it was funny, and it was a bit silly. And, you know, I guess the magic that we captured in that room that day spread around the world. And after we realized that people wanted this feeling, that craved this feeling of a choir, a feeling of what we call communitas, a feeling of coming together, you know. It influenced us to try it again and do it again on Won't Forget You and do it again on Call My Name. And most of the songs on the record have some choir on it. So I think it's just the way people we love choirs, we love singing with people, and we love people singing together. And when we saw how much the rest of the world loved it too, it influenced us to just keep exploring choirs and exploring the simple production ideology of just a simple bass, a simple, you know, kick and a clap and a beat, and letting the voices do the communication.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Y este disco trae varias colaboraciones, varios featurings. ¿Y cómo se da esa unión con los artistas, con esos nuevos artistas que ellos toman localmente, artistas que no son tan conocidos?
It's always very different. Some of these songs were recorded before Love Tonight even came out. So that is maybe 8 years ago. And some of these songs were recorded, you know, just over the last couple of months. And lots of the people that are featured are our friends, but then some of them are people that we met very much through the music industry, through traveling, being in different places around the world. So there's not exactly there's not a template. We don't do the same thing every time. And so sometimes we are working with people and we have ideas in the studio together. Sometimes I've got the exact melody and lyrics that I'd like someone to try and sing. So I think throughout the experience, what we've realized is that if we allow other people to kind of own the song, to feel like they are very much in charge or a part of this songwriting process by being the voice of it, that then they can tap into the same emotion that the song came from. So that's how we sort of try to work with it. And I think the thing about the choir is that a collective voice can really just tap into this emotion or feeling so much more deeply than a single person, which is sort of why we're using them on all the choruses, basically, because they just add that collective wealth of human experience, I guess.
Collective work.
Collective work.
¿Y dónde estarán presentando este material? ¿Qué es lo que se viene de Shouse?
Yeah, well, for the first time, we're very excited because for the first time since we started, we're going back to a live band. So we are working with singers, we're working with other musicians and bringing a live project to the world, because we have been DJing for the last few years all around Europe and America, which has been really nice. But we're so excited to finally bring a live performance, which will be performing the album and some other songs, bringing choirs where we can do them. We would love to get choirs from local cities and communities that we visit. So next up is putting together the live show and touring it around the world. I think we are looking to take it to Europe and America and hopefully Latin America too. If there is some interest, we would love to visit. So more and more music, and then we have a lot more music that we've been writing and recording at home. So another album, I'm sure, coming. But yeah, we have a live show that we're very excited to bring to the world. Muchas gracias. Nice to meet you, brother.
Los esperamos aquí en Argentina. See you.
Please, please. Okay, ciao.
Thank you.